Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Comment Spam Reviews the News, a show where I critique and IMO my way through a few of today's top stories. So like, comment and subscribe, it really does help the channel grow. Now today the country is in the midst of a small by-election in a limited area, but due to broadcasting rules laid down by the jolly old government, I have to avoid political stories, mostly. Not that I have the viewership to influence people's decisions, I just would rather not go to prison for satire. I don't think that would earn me much cred with my fellow inmates. So today's episode, as you've noticed, is being released after 10. Now our first story today is as ironic as it is tragic. So it's a year since the Grenfell fire. This is the thermite covered tower block that, surprise surprise, burnt quickly when set off fire. Also producing hydrogen cyanide supposedly, which for history fans out there is similar to Zyklon B, the pesticide used by the Nazis to exterminate a varied mix of humans. And you might be wondering why I have a screenshot of a Glaswegian tower block fire. Well, that's the ironic bit. Exactly 1 year on, another big old tower block has tried to kill its inhabitants. Now, that isn't to say that all tower blocks are out to kill you. But what I am saying is, we need to deport all tower blocks until we know what is going on. So I'll move away from the more morbid, and we'll go straight to the Express, which is covering the clickbaity bill about California splitting into 3 parts. One assumes the drug part, the middle class part, and the desert part aren't getting along anymore, and that is clearly San Andreas' fault. Now this Mr. Draper guy, whose name is clearly a euphemism for labia, seems almost altruistic in his motives. That's not to say Mr. Draper wants a better education personally, or that his local roads are all broken and filled with burning tower blocks, but I am pretty confident saying that the only point this quite wealthy citizen actually gives a mallard about is the lower taxis. Well dude, this is America. The vehicles are big, the roads are big, and the people are biggest of all. It's really selfish to want all those higher taxis removed from service just because you can't reach the door handle. Thousands more foreign doctors, shouts the Sun today. So Stay-at-Home Secretary Sajid Javid is trying to help solve the chronic shortage of qualified professionals by allowing qualified professionals to work in the area in which they are professionally qualified. Now I am trying to be careful here, this is a political story, but it seems to me, in my IMO, that this is about finding a way to work around the arbitrary cap introduced by our fearless leader when she was stay-at-home secretary too. Now, this article isn't just referring to doctors and nurses, as one might expect. It seems the NHS is also now struggling to recruit IT specialists and engineers. But I do enjoy the use of the word balmy. It's a very Beano generation way of saying this is some dumb shit you got here, brah. And maybe if your policy contains things that can be described as arbitrary, it might be a good time to think of a new one. And of course, who can forget? It's the Football Grand Prix. Britain, of course, cheating every year gets to send 4 teams, but this year they only sent 1, out of patented British sense of fair play. And as the standard of the only Syrian refugee that England want, that of St. Nicholas lies from every other window in our burning tower blocks. That festering scab on the wounded sense of national pride, the infection that is the most online of Daily Mails, has something to say about the bonkers ban of flying a little plastic flag from the side of your work vehicle. If you work for the Queen's Postal Service, that is. Bosses claim the flags and stickers could blow off and become hazards. This ban affects 125,000 delivery staff. Like this is some kind of ban on working men supporting their team, like these people can't go home and enjoy a ducking football match or hang whatever flag off whatever they damn well want, and working for someone else. I mean, if this is that important, start your own postal business. As far as I'm aware, shoving little flags imported from China up every orifice you can find for a few weeks isn't particularly patriotic. It's bordering on absurd. True patriots will install a full-size military flagpole atop their van with a 6-foot by 4 cross of St. George waving in the wind above, bouncing off every rail bridge around them. And when oblivious Tommy England gets pulled over by one of those migrant-sympathising, British betrayal, Northern Ireland can't slap kids, everyone's a winner millennial scrounger police persons of indiscriminate gender, they can sell it to Mark Dwell at the Mail Online, proceeds to cover the costs of repairing all those ancient bridges, and moan about how political correctness has developed mental health issues. And of course, for all you playing the Daily Mail bingo, yes, that is health and safety referenced in headlines, Now, I am aware that if I go any further down this road, I'll be stealing Stuart Lee's material, but since I am already stealing his style, hairline, and body mass, I might as well go all in. These are the people who do get politically correct confused with health and safety, and if you want further jokes about this, go watch Stuart Lee's Comedy Vehicle. And Stuart, if you want to plug my channel like I plugged you, I would be damned grateful. That's all for today, folks. Let's hope we haven't breached any broadcasting laws. I assure all those listening that if you base your political decisions on my satirical bullshit, then you aren't allowed to watch anymore, and I officially ban you from flying any kind of flag or living in tower blocks. So please do like, comment, and subscribe. It all helps the channel grow, and I do appreciate it. And I leave you with this, as Vlad invites us all to watch a lot of attractive, athletic men running around a field, playing with their balls, and launching phlegm after phlegm over a drunken rowdy crowd of balding homophobes. Try to keep your boner well hidden, lest, like the Crimea, you find yourself embraced by a rampant Russian and forced to write shitposts on Facebook.